Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please press the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and the beautiful fans, drop everything you're doing because the moment we never saw coming has just shaken the Forrester family to its core. In a shocking twist that will go down in soap history, the truth is out. Ridge Forrester is not the biological father of a key character. A mysterious DNA envelope hidden for decades is opened, and it changes everything. Betrayals, secrets, revenge, and shocking confessions explode across Los Angeles as the family crumbles under the weight of this revelation. Package Chapter 1: The Envelope That Changed Everything. It all began with a single sealed envelope. In a quiet moment inside Eric Forrester's mansion, an envelope falls from an old safe hidden in the wall, a dusty, yellowed document marked "Private, Do Not Open." It's discovered by Donna Logan, who's cleaning out Eric's estate files after his latest health scare. At first, she thinks it's just another outdated will or contract, until she reads the words, "DNA paternity results, Ridge Forrester." Trembling, Donna reads the contents. What she sees makes her gasp, and then she faints, hitting the marble floor of the Forrester living room. When Brooke rushes in and finds her unconscious, she sees the envelope, and her world begins to collapse. Exploding Head Chapter 2: The Truth Unsealed, Ridge Confronted. The DNA test says Ridge isn't who he thinks he is, or more accurately, someone else isn't his. Brooke opens the envelope, praying it's some mistake. But no, the results are from a reputable lab, dated decades ago, listing Eric Forrester as the possible father and Massimo Marone as the biological father. The name listed under the child? Ridge. But here's the twist, there's another set of DNA results beneath it. The test isn't about Ridge being Eric's son. It's about Ridge not being the biological father of Thomas. DNA Chapter 3: Thomas Forrester, Not a True Forrester? Say it isn't so. That's right, the DNA envelope reveals that Thomas Forrester is not Ridge's biological son. According to the test, a second man is listed as the likely father. The sample is old, taken from a lock of baby Thomas's hair. And the name next to the paternal match? Nick Marone. Yes, Nick, Brooke's ex-husband. Ridge's former rival. The man who once raised Hope as his own. And now, apparently, the real father of Thomas Forrester. Face screaming in fear. Chapter 4: Ridge breaks down. I've been lied to my entire life. Devastation, denial, and fury. When Ridge hears the news, his world unravels. How could Taylor lie to him all these years? How could he raise a son that wasn't his? The betrayal cuts deep. Ridge flashes back to every memory of Thomas growing up, the father-son moments, the mentoring, the fights, the forgiveness. Now he questions it all. In a heartbreaking scene, Ridge destroys a photo of him and Thomas, shattering the frame against the wall of the Forrester office. "I looked that boy in the eyes and called him my son for 30 years, Ridge growls. And all along, he wasn't mine. Collision Chapter 5: Taylor's Confession, I never meant for this to happen. Cue the waterworks and revelations. Taylor is cornered by Brooke and Ridge, who demand answers. At first, she denies everything. But when she sees the test, she breaks down and confesses. It was one drunken night. A night Brooke doesn't even remember. Flashback to a steamy one-night stand between Brooke and Nick Marone, while Taylor was undergoing fertility treatment. Nick was a sperm donor for the clinic. But in a clerical mix-up, or was it sabotage? The samples were switched. Taylor was inseminated, with Nick's DNA. Fire Chapter 6: Thomas spirals. If Ridge isn't my father, who am I? Thomas goes off the rails. Upon learning the truth, Thomas loses it. He refuses to accept it. He demands new tests. He lashes out at Ridge, Brooke, and especially Taylor. The man who built his entire identity around being Ridge's son now has nothing. He storms into the Forrester showroom and smashes mannequins wearing his designs. "You made me the legacy," he screams, but it was all a lie. Hope Logan finds him in tears later that night, and against all odds, she comforts him. A kiss follows. Then something more. Could this trauma reignite their twisted romance? Baby Chapter 7, Steffi's Secret, another bombshell on the way. Just when things couldn't get messier, Steffi overhears the news and turns ghost white. Why? Because she always suspected something. She once overheard Taylor and a doctor whispering after her own birth. And now, she wonders. Is Finn really Hayes' father? Or did Sheila manipulate a paternity test just like Taylor did decades ago? A terrified Steffi goes to her safe, retrieves a hospital envelope, and screams when she sees the name listed under father. Liam Spencer. Link Chapter 8, Brooke's past comes back to haunt her. Is Brooke the real puppet master? Ridge starts connecting dots. Everywhere he looks, Brooke is tied to the chaos. Nick. Thomas. Hope. Liam. Even Deacon. Is it possible Brooke manipulated Taylor's insemination all those years ago, to ruin her rival's perfect family? Brooke denies it. But when Deacon overhears, he pulls her aside and whispers, "You told me once, you always win in the end." Was it all part of Brooke's grand scheme? Firecracker Chapter 9, Massimo returns, and he's got a revenge plan. Yes! He's back. Massimo Marone, long presumed retired and irrelevant, returns to LA with a mission. He says Thomas is his grandson, not Ridge's. And he wants him out of Forrester and into Marone Global. Massimo throws a gala and introduces Thomas as the new heir. But Thomas, reeling from identity loss, flips the script and walks out, publicly denouncing both families. Broken Heart Chapter 10, The fallout begins. Friendships end. Alliances shift. Romances implode. Ridge disowns Thomas. Taylor retreats to Paris. Steffi pushes Finn away and reunites with Liam. Hope and Thomas secretly start seeing each other again. Nick Marone returns to claim his son. Eric collapses under the stress. Donna finds him unresponsive. And Brooke is left sobbing at his bedside, terrified the family will never recover. Police Carlight Chapter 11, The second DNA bombshell. One envelope wasn't enough. In the final twist of the episode, Charlie brings a second envelope to Ridge. "You need to see this," he says. Inside? A second DNA test. This one for Douglas. The result? Thomas isn't Douglas's biological father either. The father? Finn. Yes, you read that right. And that's the cliffhanger. Loudspeaker final line. Who's the daddy is no longer a game, it's a war. Bold and the beautiful Luna corners Hayes as jealousy erupts for baby brother? June 15, 2025 Maggie Larkin Hayes Forrester Finnegan, Luna Nozawa Bold and the Beautiful gave us a regard at coming week's occurrences with Luna Nozawa controlling Hayes Forrester Finnegan in a scene on the CBS cleaner that leaves observers with a hole in the stomach over what she has in mind. This is one sick woman, so suckers assume she's about to bait him down from the safety of his family. Either way, Hayes is on Luna's radar for a reason, and that can't be good. Bold and the Beautiful as sickeningly sweet Luna Nozawa comes bearing a gift. Bold and the Beautiful didn't clarify where this exercise scene is headed. But with Luna Nozawa defying Hayes Forrester Finnegan, it's bound to turn out poorly. Luna is demented, and she's also extremely jealous of her half-family. When she walks up to Hayes with no bone around, she offers him a gift. Suckers worry that she's about to swipe her half-family down. After all, Hayes gets unconditional love from the man they both call dad. But Luna gets the contrary from Finn. She's turned down and condemned by her newfound father and his woman. This condemned killer heeded to Finn interact with his son, Hayes, in her last unasked visit to Finn's home. She no way got that from Finn, so the covetousness swelled up. B&B Luna wants what Hayes Forrester Finnegan has. Bold and the Beautiful has Luna relentlessly going after a relationship with Finn. She wants what Hayes has from his father. So, Luna's intent for sneaking around Hayes could be a plan of vengeance for not being accepted as part of Finn's family. Or perhaps she plans to intimately befriend Hayes, hoping to change Finn and Steffi Forrester's minds. Luna may suppose that if Hayes likes her, that could go a long way in Finn and Steffi accepting her into the family. But that isn't Luna's style on Bold and the Beautiful. Rather, she eliminates any roadblocks that stand between her and what she's going later. The cleaner threw out a hint last week when Luna was talking to her new friend Remy Price. The pardoned miscreant said that Steffi needs to know how it feels for a child and a parent to be separated. But Luna is crazed, so there's no telling what her plans are for Hayes Forrester Finnegan. She has to know that if any detriment comes to him, any chance of getting close to her father in the future is gone. But it's Steffi she blames for keeping Finn down from her. So, does she plan to educate Steffi a assignment, allowing this would change her mind about keeping Finn down from Luna? Bold and the Beautiful, will Hayes go missing? Bold and the Beautiful has Luna Nozawa looking all kinds of dangerous moment. She's packing a gun, shooting at a picture of Steffi for target practice, and now she corners Hayes. Prognostications across social media have Luna hijacking Hayes Forrester Finnegan. But what could her wind-up be if she nabs her half-family? Is it possible her wind-up is only vengeance of the cruelest form on Finn and Steffi? Also making Hayes vanish would do it, however, it's further than likely that Hayes would be saved before any detriment comes to him if Bold and the Beautiful pushed Luna to this extreme position. Also, of course, there's the gun, and it looks like she's got a pellet with Steffi's name on it. So perhaps Luna uses Hayes as the bait to bait Steffi nearly so she can do down with her. After seeing Luna controlling Hayes last week on the CBS cleaner, it looks like indeed for a killer, she has too numerous irons in the fire to prognosticate what this pardoned killer has in mind for her coming cold thoroughbred move. Luna's love turns to loathing. From sisterly affection to twisted obsession. Luna Nozawa once dreamed of designer gowns, fashion glory, and fatherly acceptance. But as BNB's summer turns scorching, so does Luna's jealousy, and now, her target is none other than the pure-hearted child everyone adores, Hayes Forrester Finnegan. Rejected by Finn. Shunned by Steffi. Humiliated by the Forrester family. Fans watched Luna crumble piece by piece, especially after her drug night scandal and her bitter confrontations with Hope and RJ. But now? Now Luna has someone new in her crosshairs. Hayes. Her own baby half-brother. And not because she loves him. Because she wants to destroy what he represents, unconditional love, safety, and the bond she never had with Finn. Part 2, the scene that shook Soapdom. Luna's sickeningly sweet gift, or a trap? June 15th's preview ended with Luna presenting Hayes with a gift, a stuffed animal. But eagle-eyed fans noticed something else, her trembling hand. Her unnerving smile. Her too calm voice. Hi, Hayes. I brought you something. Just us here. Was it a gift, or bait? Luna's obsession has festered. With Finn rejecting her, her mind twisted the narrative. In her eyes, Steffi poisoned Finn. Hayes is just a symbol of what she was denied. Part 3, why Hayes? Why now? The psychological storm brewing in Luna. Let's not forget, Luna is a convicted criminal, albeit pardoned. Fans remember her alliance with Sheila. Her screaming fits. Her obsession with Finn. Her refusal to accept Steffi's boundaries. Now, she sees Hayes as both pawn and prize. Pawn, to manipulate Steffi and Finn. Prize, to relive her stolen childhood vicariously. Does Luna want to hurt Hayes? Perhaps not. But does she want to use him? Absolutely. Part 4, social media erupts. Fan theories, hashtags, and total panic. As soon as the teaser aired, Twitter exploded. Thread at BB Spoiler Queen. Luna is gonna kidnap Hayes, I'm telling you. The teddy bear is a camera or something. Fire pistol baby hashtag bold and beautiful. Movie camera at Soaptian drama. Why is Luna allowed near a child? This is giving Sheila 2.0 vibes. Flushed face hashtag B&B hashtag protect Hayes. Speech balloon at Ridge's daddy. I bet Luna fakes a rescue so she looks like a hero and gets praise from Finn. Twisted but brilliant if that's where this goes. Crystal ball theories range from Luna using Hayes as leverage to demand Finn's love. A fake missing situation that goes horribly wrong. Hayes actually being abducted and Luna spiraling beyond redemption. Sheila stepping in to help, but at what cost? Part 5, Luna's confession to Remy. Steffi needs to know what it feels like. In one of the most disturbing moments last week, Luna whispered to Remy, "Steffi needs to know what it feels like to lose a child. Then maybe she'll understand me." That line wasn't just dialogue. It was a promise. A threat. Remy tried to caution her, but Luna, deranged and determined, wasn't listening. And when she shot a bullet through Steffi's photo during target practice? That was the death knell of reason. Part 6, the gun, the kid, the plan. Is Luna setting a lethal trap? What's most chilling is not the teddy bear. It's the gun. Insiders say Luna has a firearm and that it may be registered under a fake name. Combine that with her stalking tendencies, her vendetta against Steffi, and her jealous rage. You have a volatile, armed woman with an unprotected child in her grasp. Is Hayes the bait? Will she lure Steffi into a secluded place using her son? Will a gunshot ring out? Part 7, Finn breaks down. A father's worst nightmare. Next week's spoilers hint at a Finn breakdown. One source reveals a scene where Finn is screaming Hayes' name in the woods, running, crying, and finally collapsing. We're told it's Emmy-worthy material. And the emotional core of it all? Finn blaming himself for rejecting Luna, for failing to protect Hayes, for letting Sheila back into their orbit. Could Hayes be missing for hours? Days? Or forever? Part 8, Steffi strikes back. Mama Bear mode activated. Steffi's reaction? Furious. Vengeful. Unrelenting. She storms into Il Giardino, shoves Luna against the wall, and snarls. "If you touched my son, I swear to God, I'll bury you." She enlists Ridge, Brooke, and even Bill to help track down Luna, using Forrester tech, PI resources, and media alerts. Steffi isn't waiting for the cops. She's hunting Luna herself. Part 9, the final showdown. Spoiler leak suggests a deadly cliff scene. A leaked scene description teases a wild finale. Luna, cornered on the edge of a cliff near Mulholland. Hayes in her arms. Finn arrives. Then Steffi. Then Sheila. Yes. Sheila. It becomes a battle of persuasion and madness. Luna, you never wanted me. You only wanted him. Finn, he's a child. You're my sister, but this isn't love, it's revenge. Steffi, put him down, Luna. Or we all fall. Gunshots. A scream. A body over the edge. Cliffhanger, literally. Part 10, Aftermath. Who survives? Who dies? Who's changed forever? Will Hayes be rescued unharmed? Will Luna survive the fall or plummet to her soap opera demise? And what of Finn and Steffi's marriage? The guilt. The trauma. The headlines. Luna's descent into villainy could be Bold's darkest storyline in years. And fans can't get enough. Firecracker closing thoughts. From teddy bears to terror, Luna Nozawa's jealousy-fueled rampage has ignited the bold and the beautiful in ways no one saw coming. As June 2025 continues, the question looms. Will Hayes Forrester Finnegan become a symbol of family healing, or the latest victim in a tragic legacy of betrayal, revenge, and madness? Stay tuned, stay shaken, and don't take your eyes off Luna. Because next time, she might not just bring a teddy bear. Day B&B fans lost their minds. It started with a soft whisper, "Hi Hayes. I brought you something." Then came the visual, Luna Nozawa, eyes wide, voice sickly sweet, hand outstretched holding a teddy bear, standing just inches away from her half-brother. And just like that, the bold and the beautiful turned a jealous half-sister into the soap's most chilling villain since Sheila Carter. What did she want with Hayes? Why now? Was this a cry for love, or the first step in a calculated revenge plot? Once a dreamer, now a danger. Luna burst onto the scene as the bright, ambitious niece of Lee Finnegan. She had fashion dreams, a secret romance with RJ, and a curiosity about her biological father. But once it was revealed that John Finn Finnegan was her dad, everything changed. And not for the better. Rejection. Shame. Betrayal. From that stew, jealousy was born. Why Hayes became the target. Hayes Forrester Finnegan represents everything Luna never had. A loving father in Finn. A secure home with Steffi. Unconditional love. She watched from the outside, listened through the windows, and imagined what life could have been.